and welcome to the anime broadcast. This is Rolling Anime, and your host, Excalibur, and I am joined with.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Soul D Will here, signing on, saying let's get going.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Corazon, and let's get started. So, Alex, you want to introduce the topic for today?
Yes, the topic is the One Kids, the One Piece for Kids dub. Uh, and how it just started everything. We'll be talking about the first three episodes, maybe certain things down the line. But I want to start on a good note on how the Four Kids dub really like helped me get into One Piece as a kid. Like without that, I don't know how like I would have started One Piece. I'm not sure if I would have caught up with it or not. But I mean, as a kid watcher, I liked it. I liked the cool intro that they had and stuff. I don't know. Like as a kid, what'd you guys think? How'd you like when you first saw it?
When I first saw it on Cartoon Network when they would show like after school Toonami, so probably like around 4 or 5. And at the time, I would just watch it because it was on. I enjoyed it, but I didn't like really look into it. But at least years later, when I was like, oh, I remember watching that, it helped me get into One Piece again because it's taken me forever to actually like get caught up with it. But I did. But I usually do it like I'll watch it for a while, ignore it for a couple years, and then get back to it.
For me, I would say pretty much One Piece. Back when I was a kid, I didn't watch it originally like you guys did. I originally watched off the Four Kids dub because that was like the main source of anime for me after I watched Dragon Ball Z. And then after that, I heard the One Piece Four Kids one stopped, and then I just discovered it on Tsunami. I'm like, oh, they brought it back, and then I heard different voice actors and different words. I'm like, what is this right here? And I'm like, oh, this must be a different version. I'm like, yeah, keep this one. Why didn't they put this on the other one? Yeah, they must have censored a lot of things. I'm just now realizing that too.
Right. Do you like honestly like I didn't even like I'm thinking like as a child mind like what I think I was like what like 8 or something or 9 when started watching them. Like I never knew it was Japanese. I always thought it came from America. And then like
To
when I
be
went to high school, I felt like I discovered something. Like what the heck? Like
Yeah, there was like a lot of anime that at first I thought was like originated from like America. I'm like, this is weird. And then when I actually thought like, ooh, they got more episodes. Ooh. And then when I first heard it in Japanese, I'm like, speak English, god damn it. This is America. And then I saw the subs, I'm like, ah shit, this is the sub version. Because my first original actual realizing that this is anime was actually when I first watched Pokemon. Now, I originally watched in the English dub, and then when it got to like the Sinnoh region, I wanted to watch more of it, and then I saw episodes. I'm like, okay, I'll go take a look at this. And then speaking of Japanese, I'm like, oh, you're from Japan. Oh man, oh boy, what do I do? What do I do? And then I just say, you know what? I got used to it, and then afterwards, I just rolled on back to One Piece, and I've been caught up ever since from it too.
Do you guys like the
so
One
what
Piece
about
dub,
you,
the
Corazon?
Four Kids dub?
You know what? So I watched the first three episodes, and I'm not gonna say as in like as in like as it like as it's good. I would say like it's fun to watch, and it would probably be even more fun to watch like with more people around because you can make up games about it. But my God, it's so ridiculous that I don't even think it can get you mad. Like there's probably you might get cringed, but it just comes up to be funny. You know,
Yeah, I'm like,
like it
it,
just
it
comes
was it
out
was
hilarious.
yeah, like it was cringeworthy too, but I thought about it for a quick second, like, well, reason being why is because these are kids on a Saturday morning. Like of course, like yeah, the first thing I want to see is a pair of boobs or blood or someone getting shot in the face on a cartoon on a Saturday morning. Eating what Captain Crunch or the tricks with milk and like Mom, what's this? Oh, that's a pirate getting shot,
But the
son.
thing is, D Will, they censored most of that stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
that was like the big
Mhm.
thing. Like I,
Yeah.
and then it's just like, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
I was, yeah.
I'm looking back
Hmm.
then and like, man, that those generation of kids, like, what kind of dumbasses? Like, you didn't see how bad this was.
At
Oh
first, I
yeah.
was like,
Looking
you
back
It's
at
like,
guys
it,
oh, this is good
suck.
story.
yeah, looking back at it, I really don't like the censoring. Like, I think it's funny and all, but like I like the way they talk. They talk like stereotypical pirates from over here. They're like arg and ahoy, and they're going looking for the treasure map to find the booty. So I think that's kind of funny. Censoring, like it kind of ruins some stuff, especially like with Smoker or Sanji. I mean, the lollipop actually fits
Oh my,
Sanji, but like Smoker,
Sanji.
We'll get to there,
Yeah,
bro.
but the
yeah.
crazy looking weapons that they had or anything.
I'm actually
Oh,
looking
hell
up
Nepos.
like differences too. Like, you guys want to get into it now, or you guys want to wait till later on, or you want me to get into it now?
So
We can get
like
it, yeah.
the main thing, well, episode three, um, it was like towards like the fight with Captain Morgan and Luffy and Zolo, and
Solo, time to go
like
low.
he's like a samurai, but like I don't know, like what? It's just the censorship is hilarious. So like the guns, they made them, squirters, which I don't know how I didn't realize that when I was a kid. And then as Helnuppo was grabbing Kobe, like to shoot him in the face, quote unquote. Yeah, they made some weird drawing of, I don't know, like a machine hammer type thing, and it just looks ridiculous. Like the line delivery too, it's just like, oh man, like every 5 seconds there's a pun. Every 20 seconds is a pun. She's like, Jesus. And that music is nonstop, bro. That music is cranking and cranking loud. It would be like just a normal scene to be like dun dun dun. Like nothing's happening. Like why?
Yeah, they were like I know Zoro, who was Zolo in the Four Kids dub. They changed his name. I forgot who else's name they changed too, but they censored a lot of things like with Nami, Robin, and Vivi's cleavage. They completely covered that up. And then they also like with Smoker, like he smokes cigarettes a lot and everything, right? So they completely took that away.
It
Like
would have been
he's
funny if they kept going. Like, I don't think they could censor everything. Like with the whole, like a lot of the gay characters in One Piece are pretty cool. Nakama Island or Ivankov. I don't
oh
think they
come
can
our
censor.
way.
I don't think they can censor all that. So I think it would have been funny how it would have been funny to see
Oh
how they
come
tried.
away.
But just how would they describe like why was why was Sanji running for 2 years?
Fun fact: the voice actor of Bon Clay is the same voice actor of Frankie in the Japanese dub. The more you know.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, the
yeah.
Oh,
Frankie.
that's dope. You see,
How
like
how
the
would they
good
introduce
things
Frankie?
that they did.
You said what again, Corazon?
How would they introduce Frankie? Because he's introduced himself as like a pervert.
Well, yeah. When I
They'll put.
first looked it up, he did like this voice actor sounds so similar in the Japanese dub, and I'm like, this guy sounds like a complete freaking robot. And then when I hear Frankie's voice, I'm like, oh, they're the same. This is the same voice actor. Cool. Yeah, so I'm glad they
So
actually
like,
kept them on as Frankie.
yeah, I'm glad that's pretty cool too. But like Kevin, I'm gonna go back. Jesus, I'm gonna go back to what Corazon said. Um, like I think they'll just draw in shorts.
Oh yeah.
They would have drawn in shorts. They would have drawn shorts. And honestly, I
Speedos.
think I think it would have been funny if they would have put him on with pants.
Oh no. If they put him on with with shorts, I would have died. I'm like, no, you gotta go. I want the speedos, man. I want the full package.
Oh no, yeah, they'll make him wear
Super.
shoes. So wait, make him
Um,
wear shoes, have a full set of clothes, cover his
that
star
mhm.
tattoo.
That would like pretty much defeat the purpose of having Frankie to begin with. Then that would like completely
Or
defeat the
Brooke always
purpose.
always asking to see panties.
like,
Please, Nami,
like I,
show
I don't
me.
know how they would. I,
I can
I don't know
just
how
picture
they.
it now. You go
Like
ahead. I'm
it
sorry.
would almost be impossible. It was like it was set to fail from the start because
Hmm.
it it because it's just not a show for kids. It's just not, you know. And
Hmm.
I remember hearing something like they grabbed it like in some type of package or something, and so they had to like dub that anime. You know,
Yeah, about to say, I really
it's just
don't.
like
I think if they actually continued on, they would have cut that out because there are like a lot of episodes from like the One Piece original and the Four Kids dub that they actually cut parts out of and include in like one whole episode. Because while looking, like the Four Kids
that's
dub
ridiculous.
itself had up to 104 episodes, and they referenced over up to 143 episodes from the original One Piece itself. So they censored a lot of stuff and cut a lot of things out, mainly in particular, not just from the characters, but from the fight scenes. Because like you guys know, like the fight scenes have like a lot of blood in it, a lot of blood, a lot of skin, a lot of blades piercing people's bodies and all that. So they had to like cut that part out.
Right,
And then of course with the guns, they had them like
right.
toy
Like
guns pretty much.
they the craziest thing, like what was it when Zoro cut Morgan, they even cut out the shred of shirts. Like, cause in that first episode, like Zoro cuts him. I'm guessing it's supposed to be blood, but I don't know why they censored that part. But like some of his shirt like comes out and ripples. They even cut out that. It's just like that's not blood. Why are you doing the extra work to cut that out? You know, like he's cutting someone. Kids are not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess I was because I didn't know what. I thought it was like, wow, this stuff is so freaking cool.
Grown up, yeah, I say
You want
grown
to give
up
him a
kids
knuckle
really thought that
sandwich?
was
That's
cool.
some knuckle
Yeah,
sandwich. He's spitting bars.
yeah, grown up kids really didn't
It's just
think
like
that was cool.
it's just man. I think because I watched it really young. Like
Hmm.
I was like a kid, like I don't know, like 6, 7, like when that came out. The Fox box was still on. I don't know if you guys remember that. You know,
Oh
like
man, I forgot. I gotta
like before they
forget.
changed it. you know and like I was like, yeah, I was like in fourth grade, no, even before. I think I was like, yeah, I was 8 or 9. And it's just, yeah, that's a little small. But I think if I would have started watching it when I was 12, I think I would have saw a bit, like I think I would have had a different perspective on it.
Yeah.
you know but I mean, like I gotta give him props. Like Zoro's voice actor is like really good. And like Rogers, like like if they would have kept Rogers' voice and Zora's voice, I think I would have been fine with that. And that awesome opening scene, like my fortune is yours for the taking. Like that is like some really good stuff. Like so there's hidden gems in there, like good people that like actually gave a crap about like trying to make it good. But I mean, it is what it is now. You know.
Yeah, that's true. I
It's
liked I like some of the voices in there. Some of them are like too corny and too cringe, but a couple of them were good. So but I like the current cast now. Like I feel like everyone in the current cast, like in the
Oh,
main cast, they're all doing pretty good. So I don't know, like I kind of like everyone now. So I don't know if I'd
you're talking about for both the
keep
dub and the
anyone.
sub, or just the sub in general?
The sub, not the
Or
sub, the dub. Like I
the
mean
dub?
the current English ones.
Yeah, like, and the crazy thing about it is like I like them too, but there are people that are like really they're still complaining like, oh my god, like why won't they make any more? Well, take into consideration that these voice actors have other commitments. I know, of course, that the guy that plays Zorro is actually the same voice as All Might in the English dub too.
Right. Yeah, yeah. That guy's is like famous. You know, he was Piccolo, Vegeta. You know,
And
like that
speaking
dude.
of My Hero Academia and other anime, any other anime you guys have like watched that you're probably interested in talking about too, possibly?
I
Yeah, I got.
mean, yeah. Go ahead, Alex. Yeah.
Well, go ahead, Corazon.
Oh, sorry. um, yeah. I mean, for right now, I'm. What am I watching? Oh, right now I'm watching one old series from Studio Madhouse on YouTube. It's called Gorgeous and Paradise Kiss.
Hmm.
I'm also watching Doro Hedoro on Netflix,
Oh my
and
god, you
brand
gotta get a
new
kick out of that.
and brand new Animal, because that's Studio Trigger. That's like one of my favorite.
DNA.
Studio Trigger and Studio Madhouse are like some of my favorite studios. So
Hmm.
that's what I'm currently watching.
Yep.
How about you, Alex?
Uh,
What are you going on?
Excalibur.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Will. D Will, oh my God. But I've been recently. I've been watching Soul Eater. I kind of pulled it off because like I don't know why. I heard like a lot of mixed people like how they didn't like it, and some of them did like it. But my cousin got me into it, and I really like it, and I really am a fan of Excalibur.
Hmm.
And I'm watching it in the dub, by the way. And part of it, and why I think why I like it so much, and why I'm liking it so much, are because of the voice actors. Like I noticed, like the voice act, like Greed from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is in there. You know, like there's like you notice like all these like just known dub actors. You're like, oh, I know that guy. Oh, I know that voice actor. You know, and I've
Such
been loving it.
exquisite symmetry.
Symmetry. When I first saw that, I was like, "What the heck is wrong with this kid?" It's so funny. Like this dude's supposed to be like the best, and it's because if it's not like symmetrical, he loses all hope and
You see,
dreams.
Patty, your stance is off again. The two of you aren't in a line. Oh, I'm sorry, kid. I love Deathly
So,
Kid the most out of all of them because he's hilarious. He's funny, and mainly because his voice actor Todd Haberkorn really did bring the character to life, which is oh man, I love him for that one. Let me see. I would say
oh
for
no, yeah. I mean,
me,
he's lean.
hmm yeah, yeah, and like let me see. I would say for me, I've been watching this show called Katakuri Circus. I've just now went back to watching it because I watched it like a few times back, but I stopped, so I'm going back to watch that now. It's actually only in sub, although I kind of wish Toonami would pick it up and dub it just so I can see how it is. It kind of gives me like the feels of like Hunter x Hunter, mainly because of the animation style they use. I think if I recall, the same studio
Ooh,
that
nice.
did what's it called it that did the what's it called it that did Hunter x Hunter is actually the same studio that did Katakuri Circus. If I could take a look at it right now, actually one of the main
Katakuri Circus. I
openings,
like Katakuri.
yeah, one of like the main songs I actually showed Corazon one time. We actually played it. If you don't remember the song Corazon, it was actually the same band that did an opening for Naruto Shippuden actually.
I'd have to like hear it again. I don't really remember.
Yeah. Yep. 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 Yep.
All
Yep.
right,
Yep.
and also since this is like the first, I guess it's like the first pilot episode. I'm also gonna like tell you guys like kind of stuff that we like watching. So for me,
Okay.
um, I like pretty much like action. I like mecha anime, science fiction, all that stuff. Also like I think my top five animes right now for me would have to be Mobile Fighter G Gundam, Cowboy Bebop,
Yes.
because that's just a great show. Hajime no Ippo, because nah, Excalibur got me into that show. Dude, that is Hajime no Ippo. That is my favorite anime. Another one I watched it on Toonami first would be Eureka 7, and damn, I forgot what was the other one. I always had another one that was on my
What planet is
favorite.
this?
That was always on my favorite list, but How about you guys go? Like, if you wanna tell what you guys are interested in.
I mean, recently, like I watched, I like something that can always rewatch is One Piece because I love the humor, I love the adventure, the story, like the plan, there's action and like type of like adventure with like comedy and just like good action. Well, I was a really big fan like when three like when the big three was out, But I think now, I mean, I would definitely like put One Piece up there, Hajime Ippo, because I mean, like I love boxing. I did boxing in high school. And I just like that show. That it's just hilarious. I love it. Um, recently I watched what's it called Villain Saga. I'm telling you guys that it's good. Like the animation, and you'll notice some voice actors too when you watch it. Probably recently because what was it I really like Hunter x Hunter. Like I just watched that like this past year.
The new one or the
Yeah,
old
it's
one?
just like no 2011, the new one.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep.
Like just the music. What were you saying?
Dude, the
Oh
the
I was
yeah.
music.
humming it.
It's the same
I'm
same
humming the song.
composer that made Hajime no Ippo music.
Oh, that is sick. It's just good. It's just good stuff. And I don't know, like to have a top five, like, well, it's kind of hard. Like I honestly, I would still say because like I grew up with it, like Naruto, Bleach, you know, like DBZ, like I grew up with most of that stuff. So like I would always like if someone would ask me like, hey, would you go back to watch this? I'm like, heck yeah, I'll go back to watch it because like I grew up with it.
Yeah. I would say for me, I'm kind of like more like a coming of age kind of thing, slice of life, or just any type of like dark fantasy or thriller kind of thing. Pretty much mainly dark comedy too. But I'm also been like action adventure type of things too, supernatural kind of things. But I'm mainly into supernatural. Like I've recently been reading this manga called Chainsaw Man, which is literally hilarious about this guy who's actually part demon and actually make himself into become part chainsaw, which is freaking awesome, I would say. But I would say for me, my top five anime would be mainly, of course, Naruto, because I grew up watching that. I was gonna say Bleach, but it kind of lost touch on me with all these fucking fillers that I kept um seeing. I'm like filler after filler after filler just for one, just to hold back one arc, mainly because they caught up to the manga art, to the actual manga itself. So
You
yeah,
didn't
my
like that
top.
Sanpato arc, man?
I did, but it was like I thought it was like part of the original arc, and then it was like, oh, never mind. Nope, it's not. It's not. But like I said, for me, it would be of course Naruto, um, anime called Katekyo Hitman Reborn. That is actually a only sub too. I wish it was dubbed, but I think it would have never did any justice just doing the sub.
Dude,
Actually,
I remember
Corazon.
that. Yeah, I remember. I watched. I never watched it, but I read it all. Like when I was in high school, I loved
Mhm.
Katekyo Hitman.
Yeah, I fell in love with the anime, and I got so bummed out when they never finished it. And the manga's actually done too. I really wish they would go back and reboot it, but it's been so long, so I think
Wait,
it's
have you finished reading it?
yeah, I have. So I'm kind of yeah, like I said, I'm kind of bummed, but I kind of doubt it's going to be on anyone's radar. So I really do hope sometime down the line they reboot it, kind of like what they did with Hunter x Hunter. But I think the difference is they were like what 12 years apart, and I think it's been like probably like what like 10 years maybe. So there may be hope. I'm still hoping my hopefully my prayers get answered, and if they actually dub it, I can actually audition so I can voice Yamamoto or Ryohei or Gokudera. Judai me. No, okay. But my third one would be Escryed, which was honestly I stumbled upon it on Toonami and I instantly fell in love with it. My fourth one would be Ereka 7 because that was like a real love story that was so amazing and I'm glad how it ended. Ereka 7 Astral Ocean did it no freaking justice. I
Dude,
will
I'm
never
still
watch
waiting
that
on
show
the.
again.
on the what is it?
High evolution.
Yeah, because the High Evolution movies, because they're supposed to be different, but I'm reading like about them and they're not. People are saying they aren't that great. Because I went to watch the first High Evolution movie like 2 years ago in the theaters. It
Hmm.
only had like 20 minutes of new scenes at the beginning, and then after that it was just like a recap, like with Renton just talking in the background, and they're just showing everything that
Hmm.
we already saw in the series. But I hope High Evolution 2. I still haven't seen it, but I hope that one has something better. And I think they're gonna do
Hmm.
the third one too. I want them to show something cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
and then
I always wanted to
Mhm.
get into like love like romance anime because like I like it in stories like in which it's not heavily focused. Like I was ship like I mean, like in Bleach, it's not a love thing, but like I shipped it like Ichigo and Rukia, you know,
did you
and so
read the
like
manga?
yes,
Okay,
and
never mind then.
I'm happy that it's coming back in the anime because maybe hey no. Salty will maybe the anime can probably do it justice. I have hope.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're gonna stick to that
I
manga.
have
They are
hope.
not gonna do it. They're not gonna do. They're not gonna do the opposite. They're gonna stick to that manga, like Tokyo Ghoul should have did. They're gonna stick to that
I
manga.
have hope.
We all do. We all do.
uh,
We all do.
I
but
mean,
I mean,
Alex, I mean,
yeah, I do want to
Excalibur,
get
if you want to
into
get
it.
into
Like,
something like that, I'd say you should watch Eureka 7. It kind of has like Will said, that's kind of that story, but he liked it for that. I liked it because the music is really good in Eureka 7, and I liked it because it's a really cool concept on robots. Like it's not the regular
Yeah.
Gundam fighting. It's
Hmm.
really cool. That's why I like really liked. The story's really good too. But what got me into it was the style of robot series that it is, and the music, dude. Just the music on its own. That's great.
Yeah.
oh, you gotta
I
send me
didn't
that link,
really.
Corazon. I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah. Like Corazon said, I didn't really pay attention to the robots or the music. I just paid attention to like the character development between Renson and Eureka, and then also the relationship between Holland and then Talho as well too. Those were like the four main people I paid attention to the most because I really did love all four of them. I'm like, oh my god, yes! I was so happy in the end.
Oh,
Dude, I like the whole crew. Everyone on that
interesting. Who?
crew was really cool.
I forgot who it was, but he called himself Moondog. He was so funny.
The Moondog was cool.
Yeah, until he got hit with that bucket in the knee. He just stood there and took the
Who?
bucket in the knee and try to figure out what's going on, man. Like, oh, why do you do that? I don't know. You ask me. You ask yourself that. What did you do? I'm just
Like,
blaming the
there's not a lot of
victim.
cringe moments in it. Hopefully, right?
Nah, dude, that's a great series. That's why I love that series.
There was one, but it wasn't all that cringeworthy though. Honestly, at first it was
Good, good. I
cringeworthy, but when I saw it, went back to look at it again, it was just funny to me.
like honestly, like I'm the dude that powers through. Like I solely watch The Office just for the love story of Jim and Pam. I was like, I don't care that some of these episodes make me uncomfortable. I'm watching it through.
Dude, I
Question,
can't I can't
And
watch
that's
The
Excal,
how.
Office. I don't like that show, and I don't know.
fellas.
Everyone
I
likes
have
it,
a
but
question for you.
that's just too cringe.
I have a question for both of you.
Oh, it was good.
What kind of bear is best?
Black Bear.
Kuma from One Piece.
No, no. Damn you.
You know
Damn you,
it's
I
true,
forgot
dude.
what
You
other
know it's you
anime
know
bear
it's
that
true.
was.
You know it's true, dude. It's Kuma.
Lock on.
Or it's what's the bear's name that's on Trafficker Law's crew? I forgot his name.
Beppo. Oh, I know
Beppo.
what you're
There you
talking
go.
about. Beppo.
Beppo
Sumimasen.
and Kuma. They're the best bears.
Yeah, I feel so bad for him. Sumimasen. Sumimasen. Saying sorry all the damn time. It's freaking hilarious, bro.
Sumimasen. You talking about Rasta from? Are you talking about Beppo?
Beppo. The
Yeah.
guy is great, man. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Like, I forgot what was it. Like, Boa was like just trained this dude's life and just kept saying sorry.
No, Alex. Besides bears, they're
Oh man.
they're not that strong. Because if you remember
Excalibur.
Takamura, he beat up a bear.
Oh, that is. Oh. And then they play that epic music. So yes, I must do it for my friends. They're they're waiting for me. They want me to be the champ.
Yeah, dude, Excalibur, man. Takamura's the strongest, right? He beat up a bear. Like, I don't know.
Wait,
Yeah.
I
What's up?
have to
you know what the
eat
funny
it
thing about Beppo is?
for the children's sake.
You know what the
Eat.
funny thing about Beppo is?
That was good, Duo.
Fun fact about Beppo. His his bounty is actually higher than Chopper's.
The shade.
Look at Chopper's bounty and then multiply it by 5, and that's Beppo's bounty.
Oh, that's. Oh, why is it only like 400 or
That's no
500?
by
What'd you say?
5,
Oh, you said by
but
5. I said by
multiply it by
4.
yeah. I was like,
500.
damn.
That's bogus as hell, bro. That's one of my favorite scenes too. Like
It was
Sanji.
yeah. I
Sanji's just,
really. Mhm.
Sanji was the best. Like,
Oh, dude,
what
his
is
wanted
Yes,
posters.
I
what
beat
is
that
this?
I beat that stupid Moss head. Wait a minute, what is this?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, he did.
no. The best part about Sanji's wanted poster is the guy that looked like how they drew Sanji, and he hated Sanji because of that.
Fucking,
Like it looks like exactly like that too. That was so hilarious to me.
he's complaining. Oh my god, dude! Probably one of the biggest trolls in One Piece. Like, who the heck is this guy?
Well, at least he got his face fixed. That's all that matters.
They said that it was not me. It was my face. Like his voice is hilarious. Like, you heard his voice. Like, I was the wrong guy.
Well, they had to get someone related to him, so unfortunately, that was the guy. Sorry, Sanji, or Soba Mask, whatever you want to call yourself right now.
Oh man. Um. So this week I actually want to start on Gintama.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
you are
start
gonna
on
love it.
Gintama. And I do want to talk about it because I've watched it before and I don't know why I stopped. It was a long time ago. I forgot everything about it. I only watched like 10 episodes. Don't know anything about it anymore, but I remember it was funny. And I'm gonna go
Right.
back and watch it this week.
All right, that sounds like a good topic for next week. So I think it's time for us to wrap it up. So, all right, next week maybe episode 1, maybe episode. I think this is pilot, so we'll call the next one
Episode
episode 1.
1-1. Will Excalibur be able to talk about Gintama next episode? Will Corazon be able to flip the pancakes while calling the viewers bitches? Stay tuned next time on the episode of Rolling Anime 1-2. Also, we are not responsible for anyone that has been called a bitch and was offended by this. Viewer discretion is advised.